It's never easy to prove yourself as a champion all the time. A second out of control can cost you the price dearly, regardless of how severe the outcome are. Today, we take a look at the moments that are equally as bizarre as they're hilariously from cocky fighters getting destroyed. The pleasure is all ours. But before getting into the video, remember, like, subscribe, and tap that icon bell so you stay up to date on everything that we have for you. Jasora and Dillian Whyte. Jasora has always been an extravagant challenger, reacting to verbal threats from Whyte. "Everywhere I see you for the rest of my life, I'm going to attack you, even after the fight."
I am the baddest man you fucking meet.
Jasora's patience just snapped, adding throwing a table to the catalog of incidents involving the unpredictable Jasora.
You're a goat. I got more than that. So you want me to put it on you? I'll put it.
And that result was exactly the opposite of what he showed. Dillian Whyte delivered a brutal 11th round knockout of Derek Jasora with a crushing left to the jaw. Joe Harding versus Johann Sega. There's always something satisfactory in seeing hubris treated with such casual disdain. It was a crazy reason for Joe Harding's knockout loss in the Johann Sega fight.
Waiting for Joe to do something.
Harding decided to offer the audience a dance move, which he was looking away from his opponent, and it provoked him.
Jab to follow it up. Again with the jab.
Segas dived in on the opportunity and fired a high kick to the cocky fighter's jaw, knocking him out cold.
Yep.
After the kick to the head and repeated punches to the face, Harding was brutally knocked out, so he has to have an extensive medical check while in the cage. But fortunately, he was able to leave the ring just a lot more red-faced. Braulio Rodriguez versus Ryan Garcia. As they held a face-off at the weigh-in, Rodriguez made remarks at Garcia. Rodriguez turned up the heat and shoved Garcia, causing him to bump his back against a model. Rodriguez then gestured his hand across the throat at Garcia, and they had to be held away from one another. But on fight night, Garcia scored a knockdown in the first round with a right hand and a left hook, but Rodriguez survived the count.
For one of the announcing teams, good hook, and Rodriguez goes down. Lipton with the count, did he make it? Lipton's gonna make him step forward.
Two rights follow a left uppercut, and that set up the knockout blow, a left hook, putting Rodriguez on the canvas, looking up at the lights of Madison Square Garden as Garcia's sizable fan base cheered him on. It's KSI versus Logan Paul II. Before the match, KSI claimed he wanted to kill his opponent Logan Paul.
It's 81, you fucking morons.
The pair met in the boxing ring as professionals for the first time and traded insults for months, both online and face-to-face.
And now this time it's over for him. You can't fight either. You don't know anything about boxing.
I'm gonna give you 5 minutes so you come. There's the uppercut that set him down.
The wild sequence that round started when Paul landed a big uppercut, sending KSI crashing down to the canvas. Stevenson versus Williams Jr. Williams had provocative and defiant action against Stevenson. However, things didn't turn out the way he wanted.
To see the count, it is over.
For Stevenson, after punishing Williams with body shots and uppercuts in previous rounds, he finished off the challenger with a crushing left cross at the end of round 4.
Make him miss. Right there.
And there is 7.
Frank Sanchez versus Fernandez. It's the 5th round, and Fernandez, despite receiving lots of punches to the face, was stubborn and provoked his opponent.
Who's the number 10? There's a hard right hand by Sanchez. I think Sanchez.
He challenged his opponent by waving, jerking his jaw, and using his hand to rest on his cheek, pretending he's not in pain, and if he wanted to tell his opponent to rush at him.
Bring it on. Showing the toughness. Well, Frank, let's see it.
A right hand from Sanchez sent Fernandez wobbling backward before the Cuban Flash followed up with the same ferocious punch that dropped the opponent heavily on his back. And finally, a furious finish, sending Fernandez out of the ring.
Out of the ring goes Fernandez, and this fight is now...
Dustin Poirier versus Bobby Green.
Beautiful leg kick early, trains an American top team.
Green taunts Poirier with provocative teasing action. Green's doing his best to duck and dodge, but he is dropped badly. Continuous punches to the face had the referee with no choice but to stop the bout. Greg Jackson versus Cornelius Whitlock. Whitlock unleashed some hard combinations from the outside that nearly knocked Jackson down. He hastily celebrated his victory with a wriggle dance. Despite having that great athletic ability, yet again Whitlock remains a little flat-footed in spurts, and that was his demise in the fight.
Range in from Jackson as he's on the attack.
For Jackson, he showed the ability to recover from the devastating shot and maintain a game plan the very next round. He stops Whitlock in an intelligent manner with a series of consecutive punches to the face, causing Whitlock's lips to prominently pout. Felix Verdejo versus Sergio Villanueva. Before being knocked out, Villanueva was very complacent with a cocky face and wide eyes to challenge his opponent. But what he did was a complete opposite that shone up on his face. Verdejo was able to counter with a well-timed right hook, snapping Villanueva's head back. Villanueva instantly was frozen and then fell face first to the canvas, with the upper part of his body landing on the bottom rope. Villanueva quarreled to get up, prompting referee Frank Santori to stop the fight at 1:57 of the round. Genki Pseudo versus Dwayne Ludwig. Genki Pseudo confused Dwayne Ludwig with his extremely weird dance. Pseudo's fancy footwork wasn't all for show either. He could really fight and throw a wide array of unusual moves that led to victory against more technical sound strikers.
A few moments later,
Genki Pseudo absolutely baffled Dwayne Ludwig before being victim to one robbery, consecutive punches to the face like Ludwig's counterattack for Pseudo. Well, it made him unable to get up. Ahmed Dib versus Denapa Big Shot Camp. Big Shot Camp entered the ring for his bout against Ahmed Dib on the back of a 7-bout losing streak. And he's not off to the greatest start in this one either. But look at him, here he goes, vaulting over the ropes. It went comically wrong.
Big Shot Camp.
During the match, he also often takes action to challenge his opponent, nods and waves of his hands used by him as weapons to provoke his opponent. However, taunting others usually does not ever have a good ending, and his reward, a brutal knockout from his opponent.
Why he's doing that? Yeah, that was low. Fighter always. Yeah. That's a big victory.
Sabri Sediri versus Sam Maxwell. In the final minute of the 10th round, he was so confident he was touting Maxwell, dancing around him and putting his hands behind his back. Maxwell looked woozy, like he's waiting for the bell to ring so he could collapse, but looks can be deceiving. While Sediri celebrated the win he was certainly about to earn, Maxwell took advantage and knocked him off his cocky perch, literally.
Bring it on. Showing the toughness. Well, Frank, let's see it. Out of the ring goes Fernandez, and this fight is now...
So that's all for today. Who do you think had the funniest moment? Please comment and let us know below. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and tap that icon bell so you never miss another video from Boxing Insane. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.
10 welterweights in the world before the fight. He's here for one of the announcing teams. Good hook! And Rodriguez goes down. Lipton with the count. Did he make it? Lipton's going to make him step forward.